Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence, public service announcements, reorganization of the board, department reports, town administrator updates, action items, old business, new business, approval of minutes, citizen forum, and executive session. We will then adjourn. So with that, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. My moment of silence has been fairly consistent of late, and it remains with our men and women in active service in the Middle East, and just a prayer for peace and a speedy end to this conflict. So with that, please take a moment of silence. Thank you. Public service announcements. Mary Lou.
Nothing.
Chase?
Nothing from me.
Mary?
Just a happy Memorial Day to people next Monday, and prayers for those people that we remember on Memorial Day. Are we having our parade? Do you have a parade announcement?
I don't have a parade announcement.
Okay.
I didn't receive any.
Okay, no, I don't know. We normally have a parade, so
Yeah.
I assume we're having it again. So that'll be next Monday, and I'm sure the details will be on the website.
Selectman
We-
Dowling,
We're
that's a
not,
great question.
Robin, you're not presently connected to the meeting. Hold on one second. I think you have to turn on the mic.
It's on.
I don't think so. It's got a red light. I would think a green light would be on, but I don't.
Green.
Oh, it's on over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can't hear you in the room. Yes. Let me double check.
Okay, moving through.
High stakes. All right, well, we'll keep going with the public service announcements and revisit what Robin was going to say when her mic is live. Katie, any public service announcements?
Congratulations to the class of 2026. It's great seeing the signs out on 120. A lot of hard work, finally paying off. So.
Yeah, no, that's, well, I certainly second Mary and Katie's comments. We will revisit Robin's comments when we have a live mic. And then, all right, so we're going to move on to reorganization of the select board. All right, do we have motions or positions?
I'll make a motion.
Mary?
I make a motion that we reappoint Jamie Goodwin to chair.
Second that. Yeah.
You're not off the hook, my friend.
Okay, I think usually how we do this is we do the motions first and then we vote.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, do we have any other motions?
I'll make a motion to reappoint Chase as vice chair.
I'll second that.
All right. And then lastly, and for,
I'll make a motion that Mary is reappointed as clerk.
do we, second?
I'll second.
Great. All right, any other motions?
Robin, can you test really quick for me? Thank you.
All right, so I guess we can just probably vote it as a slate unless that's an issue for you, Lynn. Okay, so all those in favor of the motions made? Any against? No? It's 5-0. Thank you very much, everybody. I
Thank you.
appreciate your support.
Yes.
All right, moving forward, department reports. Chief, police, we're, sorry.
Can't even tell it's on. It's really on?
Yeah,
I'm like
just
so
get
hot
going.
anyway, but that's good, chief.
All right, I got 3 reports, they'll be fairly quickly. February, we had 1,695 calls for service, 39 arrests/complaints, 6 OUI arrests, 0 drug arrests, 21 incident reports, 28 motor vehicle crashes, 34 citations, 73 motorist assists, 37 alarms calls, 404 business/house checks, 6 209As, 5 domestic disturbances, 3 B&Es. We requested mutual aid from our mutual aid partners 19 times, and we went out of town 1 time. Department operations, we had a great community policing incentive or initiative from Sergeant Richard Tracy. He gave a boater safety class at the senior center with all the new boating laws. That went over well. Training, business as usual. 8 calls at the schools. Nothing of significance that I'm reporting. There was 1 property damage crash at the high school, and that's about it for the schools. That's of significance. That's all I have for February, if anybody has any questions.
The year-to-date on calls for service, why such a big discrepancy?
Well, the reason for the discrepancy is with the manpower shortage and the turnover that we had, I look at a lot of this as proactive policing. So when you have people in field training for 13 weeks, which is our training program, you get 2 people in 1 cruiser.
Okay.
Normally, those 2 people would be out on the road, stopping cars, self-initiated activities, where now we got these officers that are 2-man cars, getting people trained up to speed. So you're really taking a lot of those self-initiated calls for service, and you'll see that through this. You'll start seeing these numbers go, because everybody pretty much within the next week or 2 is going to be completely on their own again, and you'll start seeing a lot of self-initiated activity, but I took note of that.
I was just curious about that, that's all.
Yeah, because it was a significant
Yeah.
difference, but when you think about now you have, say, 3 people for 13 weeks that you're really not counting for.
Right, makes sense.
I had the same question, Mary Lou, but, and I circled it, but also the business and house checks are like cut in half too. Is that the same reason, or are people just not asking for the
I
same?
would relate it to the same reason.
Okay.
They're probably focusing more on, hey, the fundamentals of the job, and, you know, you could teach somebody a business check or a house check really quickly, where they may be the field training officers may be focusing on investigating crimes, policy and procedures, and different things like that.
But we're not turning down any residents that requested a house
A
check?
majority of these are self-initiated.
Oh, okay, all
When
right.
you see these are just officers that are out on patrol, and they call in, I'll be out at the Shaw's Plaza doing a business check, and they just do it on their own.
Oh,
self-initiated.
okay. That
So
makes sense then.
By having those other officers, the field training officers tied up training people, you're cutting that by the percentage of officers that are actually in training that would normally be doing those self-initiated activities. So that's where you're seeing the loss in the.
But you respond to requests for house checks too, right? And
Oh, yeah.
business checks?
People will drop them off, they're going on vacation or whatnot.
Yeah.
But if you look at the numbers, the telling numbers, I think, are the arrest numbers. They're consistent with what we have, because the actual calls for service that are coming in 911 and whatnot are still staying relatively the same. They're not going down because anybody's in field training, obviously, so. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense, Chief. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
And it also kind of makes sense when you look at March and April. The number increases fairly significantly in March, and then sort of seems to stabilize in April. So I'm
Right, and I
assuming,
think next month, when we come out in May, you'll start seeing, as these officers, newly appointed officers are on their own, these numbers will start going back up again.
Okay.
Because the officers will be on their own, in their own vehicles, doing their own self-initiated activities. So March, we had 1,956 calls, 53 arrests, 6 OUIs, two drug arrests, 26 incident reports, 18 motor vehicle crashes, 110 citations, 66 motorist assists, 41 alarms, 358 business checks, services of 209As were 5, 11 domestic disturbances, 4 larcenies or B&Es, 13 times we requested mutual aid to assist us, and we responded out of town, 0 times. Department operations, Deputy Chief Lombardi, along with Officer Mataroja and Grasso, participated in Read Across America at Burgess Elementary School for a community policing event. Myself and Deputy Chief Lombardi and Sergeant Payne also had coffee with a cop at the senior center. Operations other than that were pretty straightforward. Nothing significant in training. We had an investigation we had 3 calls at Burgess. One was a traffic complaint, one was an alarm, and one was a Section 12. 5 at junior high. One was an investigation regarding student behavior. One was a fire call, an E911 traced, assist citizen, and a foot patrol there. And then the senior high, we had a assist citizens, which was regarding an investigation. When somebody had a question regarding an investigation. And then we assisted Brookfield Police with the cyber crime. And that's my March report. Any questions on that?
Any questions?
In April, 2,192 calls for service. We had 54 arrests or criminal complaints, 5 OUIs, 2 drug arrests, 39 incident reports, 18 motor vehicle accidents, 135 citations, 56 motorist assist, 37 alarm calls, 378 business/house checks, 7 209As, 6 domestic disturbances, 4 B&E larcenies or theft, and 15 times we requested mutual aid from outside agencies. Department operations, normal training, nothing further to report on there. Burgess Elementary, no calls. Junior high, we had an alarm. We had a rabid raccoon at the junior high, a 911 trace, and assist citizen was a kid locked in the elevator at the junior high. Senior high, we had an accident with property damage. We had some threats against the school that was investigated, and there was criminal complaints taken out. And we assisted a citizen there, and we had a suspicious vehicle call, 2 of them. One was just a graduate from a long time ago that was in the area, wanted to reminisce, and then another one was just somebody that had a flat tire and was waiting for a ride. Any questions on that report?
I just had a question and comment. It seems like every month we have multiple accidents between Walmart and Extra Mart. Are they getting rear-ended because people are trying to turn and they're going too fast, or, because I mean, it's such a dangerous road.
The majority of them are people entering or exiting
Yeah. And
from
then-
the businesses or turning into the businesses.
And they're getting hit from behind?
They're-
Or they're getting hit
Or,
head-on?
It varies. They are getting hit from behind, but some of them are one person, because it's a dual road, somebody will stop to let somebody else out. This lane doesn't know that this person's stopping to let this person out. They can't see him.
Right.
They're hitting them that way. There's been a crash recently where somebody was trying to avoid a rear-end collision, and they turned into the left lane. It was a head-on collision with the oncoming traffic. So
Terrible, because there were 8 accidents, 4 accidents, 7 accidents.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty,
Can you guys hear me?
Not really, Robin.
Okay, I was just gonna jump in on that if you can hear it all.
A little bit. I can relay it.
Okay, so if you remember, we had that presentation from CMRPC. Mary, there's a survey where people can send up to CMRPC very specific concerns about specific areas and intersections. And we're encouraging anybody who has anecdotal to actually do that. So I will, if you want to just announce it, I will put a link to that survey again on my Facebook page to address exactly those concerns and keep reporting that back up to DOT so they can look at that in the big picture and trying to keep traffic on it.
Okay, so what she said was, if you recall the presentation by Central Mass Regional Planning, that was a month and a half ago, there is a link that she's going to circulate on her Facebook page where you can convey anecdotal concerns regarding traffic safety in particular corridors or parts of the town or region. Is that about right, Robin?
Yes, and they want to get that because they think that the DOT statistics enough don't tell the whole story.
They want to get that because they don't think the DOT statistics tell the whole story. I feel like I'm translating. All right, so
I do have 2 other things.
Sure. Sorry, Chief.
Yeah, So earlier this month, we got notified by MPAC that we were receiving our reaccreditation for the next 3 years, which is fantastic. If you're not familiar with the police accreditation, it's like the gold standard of policing. There's over 350 different standards that we have to meet and keep and prove that we're doing it throughout the course of the year. And I wanted to really, it's not a one-person job. It's a team effort from the entire department, but there is a management team led by Deputy Chief Lombardi, who has his tight team of Lieutenant Bateman, Sergeant Payne, Sergeant Jansen, and Officer Whiting that really are the bread and butter of making this accreditation happen. So I wanted to publicly recognize them for all the hard work, because it is hard work. It's consistent work to make sure that we are doing everything that our policies say that we have to do. So I just wanted to give them a public recognition for that great work. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention was today in roll call, I was able to recognize Deputy Chief Lombardi for 25 years of service this past month. So. And his 1-year anniversary as the Deputy Chief of Police.
We're not giving him 2. You only get 1.
And we also recognize Detective Nicholas Matarosian for his 5 years of service as for the service police department. So I thought those were very much public worthy. So.
We appreciate you, Joe. Okay, I think that's it, Chief, unless you have anything else.
Nope, that's it.
All right.
Thank you, Chief.
Chief Grasso, please.
Welcome to summer.
Yay, it's about time.
You have my reports for March and April. Nothing significant to point out with our call volume. Remains fairly steady. The calls remain pretty consistent. A couple of things I do want to point out. We did receive a grant from the Department of Fire Services for our Senior Safe program in the amount of $2,747 and some change. There's a hiccup with the timing of the SAFE grant, and that will come out closer to the fall. So we will apply for that one as well. We sent Lieutenant Matthew Bono to FDIC in Indianapolis. It's an annual leadership symposium. And he came back with raving reviews and a whole bunch of things that he wants to implement in the department. So I think that was a successful trip as well. In addition to that, I'm proud to report that the joint color guard between the police department and the fire department had the honor and the privilege to present the colors at the Red Sox game last Wednesday night at Fenway Park. They looked fantastic. They got to walk on the field and present the flags for the national anthem, and I am super proud that they were able to do that. So
Nice.
that's what I have for my reports.
That's great. Well, that's a lot of fun. Question, Chief, as we go into forest fires season, I mean, it's got real hot real fast, and it seems like it's been raining, but is there any, and it probably is just the weather, but what's the concerns based upon last summer versus this summer around forest fires, just kind of regionally?
Yeah, the whole Commonwealth is in a drought, and it's varying levels. It's very dry. It's hard to say. We get rain and it dries very quick. The ground dries very quickly. It wets the top part of the ground, but then the underneath is dry. We're very cognizant of that fact and kind of remain on alert for it. Each day I get an email from the Department of Fire Services telling me what the fire danger is, and we react according to that. But it is high, and it'll continue to remain high.
And so would it be correct, so like, let's say, I don't know, the end of last week it was colder, so maybe that's not a good example, but, it rained a bit this weekend, and then all of a sudden everything filled up, all the trees all of a sudden seemed to just sort of explode this weekend with life, and then, but within this heat, the they're gonna dry out more quickly.
Yes.
So it's more around, I mean, I understand that the drought conditions and some of that has to do with well levels and things like that, but it's a fast turn, it's just, the turnaround's becoming faster.
Very quick.
Yeah.
Very quick. Warm, dry, windy conditions are the worst.
Yeah, so if we can just remind people, I know you guys do, but just when on those sort of, when it turns quick like that, because it can count, because it seems like it can go from like 3 rainy days to all of a sudden 2 days later it feels like it's dry as a bone.
Absolutely.
So I think we just want to try to make sure people are cognizant of that. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
the open burning season is over. If you do want to have a campfire or a cooking fire, please come into the office and we will issue a permit for that so we can keep records of who's burning. But smoking, the discarding of smoking materials is probably one of our biggest problems.
Thank you. Anything else for the chief?
I have a question. Chief, on the back of page 2, it's 2 of 4, can you explain this chart to me?
Which month?
The second page, on the back of it.
Of which month?
What month am I in? March,
March?
I think. Is it it says incident count by hour of day.
Yep.
You had 18 incidents at 9 o'clock in the morning? Am I reading that right?
Between 9 and 10.
18?
That's how our reporting tracks that. For the month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the month.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute, there's no way they had 18. I know they're busy. I know they're
No,
busy.
This is for the whole month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, anything else for the
I
chief?
said we need to hire more people.
All right. All right, chief, I think that's
That's all I had.
everything. Robin, I think, are we making any progress?
So can I, Jamie, do you want me to just call you and you put me on speaker?
Not quite sure. You can if you want. I don't know if that will really do the trick.
Better,
but
at least
we're trying.
She's probably just as
I don't have
loud.
much to say, but if you put me on speaker near a microphone, that might work.
Okay, I'll call you. Call Robin Grimm.
You'll probably hear it better on his phone than.
We'll see.
All right, can you hear me?
It's not gonna work, Robin. Yeah. You're gonna have to.
Your feedback.
Yeah,
that's the
it's not
problem.
gonna work. Oh well. What do you want me
Okay.
to say? Just
Okay, so
quickly.
very briefly, I was going to thank everybody for May 16th and announce the parade is May June 27th. And let Mary know, apparently there is a Memorial Day parade, but the Legion has not reached out to any town officials, just Tantascwa. So I have an email into the Legion.
Okay.
Our parade is on and moving along. And also just wanted to announce what I had sent you about the bond rating and thank Barbara for her hard work.
Wait, what was the first thing you said again? I got everything else. All right. That was housing. So we're getting. All right. So Robin wants me to thank everybody for the May 16th event, and note that the Legion is having a Memorial Day parade, and she's reached out to them for details. We do have the 250th parade on June 27th. And we want to thank our friend Barbara Berry because we have a AA+ bond rating. So it's good work by all, and I'm going to hang up on you now. That sounds good. You can text me too, okay? Bye. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. All right, so we are moving now to action items, and we will begin with action item A, which is consideration and possible action on appointing Kayla Fioravanti as a full-time firefighter paramedic with the Sturbridge Fire Department with a rate of pay consistent with Article 7 of the Teamsters Local 170 agreement effective May 18th, 2026. And did I get your last name right?
You did, yes.
Yeah, okay. Took me a second, but I got there. All right, Chief.
All right, Kayla has been a part-time firefighter, EMT for the Sturbridge Fire Department since July of 2025. She served 4 years in the United States Navy and has been in the fire service since 2021. She's certified to the level of Fire 1, Fire 2, and is a National Registry EMT. She's also going to be attending paramedic school starting in August of this year. Since being hired, Kayla has demonstrated the professionalism, dedication, and commitment necessary to effectively serve the residents and visitors of the town of Sturbridge. Through her training, experience, and work ethic, she has proven herself to be a valuable asset to the department and well qualified to assume the responsibilities associated with a full-time position. This appointment will further strengthen the department's ability to provide high-quality emergency services, maintain operational readiness, and continue delivering exceptional service to the community. Her knowledge, teamwork, and commitment to public safety make her an excellent candidate for this role. As the chair stated, upon appointment, her rate of pay will be consistent with the provisions of Article 7 of the agreement between the town of Sturbridge and the Teamsters Local 170 and would be effective tomorrow, May 19, 2026.
Great. All right, questions from the board? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to appoint Kayla Fioravanti as a full-time firefighter paramedic with the Sturbridge Fire Department with a rate of pay consistent with Article 7 of the Teamsters Local Number 170 Agreement effective May 18, 2026.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor? Welcome.
Congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you very much. Sorry, my hands are very sweaty.
You too. And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I'm not nervous, and you're still sweaty.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, stay safe.
Thank you.
All right. Great. All right, we are moving forward to Article B, consideration and possible action on issuing a one-day liquor license to Oakham Brewing for June 27th, 2026, for the Sturbridge 250th celebration on the town common from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. All right. Do we have a motion or questions?
So moved.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Great.
And I'll abstain.
And one abstention. All right, moving on, similarly, to consideration and possible action on the issuance of a one-day liquor license to Bliss Point Meadery for the Sturbridge Farmers Market, Sundays, June 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th, July 5th, 12th, 19th, 26th, August 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, 30th, September 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th, October 4, 11, all into the year of our Lord 2026. Bliss Point Meadery, I don't think I've never.
Is that going to be like open alcohol, or is they going to sell like a
They're gonna sell, they don't serve.
Go bottles of
Yeah.
wine.
to-go bottles?
And they did this last year.
They did?
Oh, they did?
Oh.
I don't remember
But
the
no
name.
issues though, I'm assuming, right?
No issues. This is their second year.
Okay, great. Thanks, Francis. All right, with that, do we have a motion?
I'm gonna go so moved with all those dates.
Second.
All right, all those in favor? Great. All right, similarly, consideration and possible action on and just for the record, Robin had a question about making sure she could hear at home with the volume. Consideration and possible action on the issuance of a one-day liquor license to Alturas Brewing Company from May 23rd, 2026 for the town bonfire on the Common, May 23rd, 2026 from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right, pretty straightforward. Any questions? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to issue the one-day liquor license to Alturas Brewing Company for May 23rd, 2026 for the town bonfire on the Common, May 23rd, 2026, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Second.
All those in favor? Yeah,
I'll
and one
abstain on that
abstention.
one.
All right, we're going to move on to consideration and possible action on appointing Amy Gorham to the Monuments, Memorials, and Markers Committee for a term to expire May 18, 2029. Do we have any questions? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to appoint Amy Gorham to the Monuments, Memorials, and Markers Committee for a term to expire May 18th, 2029.
Do we have a second?
A second.
All those in favor? The ayes have it. And thank her to.
Oh, is that, oh, you would
sorry.
say, oh,
You want to say anything?
yeah.
No?
Nice to see a new name though, as a volunteer. Thank you for,
Yes, we're sometimes we get, one of my failings this year is sometimes we get caught up in our own momentum. But we appreciate your service. And you're welcome to say something if you'd like to.
Is this your first time on one of the committees? It is. Great.
All right. Yeah, just.
I work with Wally at the, Queen Gravestones at North Cemetery.
Ah. And so for the record, she said that Wally roped her into it. That's been my editorialization. Well, thank you so much for your work. We really appreciate it. Great. And then we're moving on to consideration and possible action on the reappointment of Joshua Cole to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a term to expire June 8th, 2029. All right. Do we have any questions, thoughts, concerns? Do we have a motion?
Make it a motion to reappoint Joshua Cole to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a term to expire June 8th, 2029.
Do we have a second?
second.
All those in favor? Great. Consideration and possible action on appointing Mary Herber to the Council on Aging for a term to expire May 18th, 2029. Any questions? Thoughts, concerns? All right, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to appoint Mary Herbert to the Council on Aging for a term to expire May 18th, 2029.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Next is consideration and possible action on accepting the resignation of Joan Chamberlain from the Council on Aging. I'll make that a motion to accept her resignation with thanks to Joan for her hard work and service. Do we have a second?
A second.
All those in favor? Great. Consideration and possible action on accepting the resignation of Barbara Search from the Historical Commission effective May 6, 2026. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? And again, thank you to Barbara for her hard work and constant service to the town. It's a really big deal and we really appreciate her. Consideration and possible action on accepting a donation of $300 from the Sturbridge Lions Club for the Sturbridge Fire Department Rescue Squad. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept a donation of $300 from the Sturbridge Lions Club for the Sturbridge Fire Department Rescue Squad.
A second?
Second.
All those in favor? Great. And again, thank you to the Lions Club. They're a great community partner, and they do a lot. All right, old business. Mary Lou.
Nothing.
Jace.
No, thank you.
Mary Dowling.
Just, do we still have Robin with us or not?
Yeah.
She's here.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
think
I
just
know,
checked her
just,
phone.
it's the same business, a couple of things that I brought up last week. Still a more detailed bill for the landscaping that was done with the ARPA money. And, you know, there were several that we don't have the prices, and also where they went. And I indicated to Robin that I'd be more than happy to meet with the landscaper just to get a sense of where it went. And also for our retreat, an update on where we stand with that right-of-way going to the water tower. I think Robin said it was in the hands of the lawyers, but perhaps just an update of what's going on. And the same with that resident who was concerned at town meeting about water at Walker Pond from those houses affected by runoff from the highway and stuff. And
I
I
think
know,
that's on for the June 1st meeting.
oh, it is, okay, all right.
So that's a whole other kettle of
Okay,
fish.
that's it for old business.
Katie, anything?
None for me, no.
Old business on the topic of the retreat, also just shoring up the performance evaluation process, which is for Robin, which is on my end. She did send me her goals. I think she might have sent them to all of us. I'm just catching off after trial, so we'll have that all squared by the next meeting in June. So did we schedule the retreat tentatively at the end of May, but I don't think we ever, did it ever get confirmed?
I thought it was the 30th at 8 o'clock.
Is it still that, are we, okay.
I thought, that's.
No, I thought, that's
I
what I
asked
thought too, but
Robin
then I.
today, because I didn't want to miss it, and I thought, we're definitely not doing it Memorial Day, and she confirmed that it was
Okay.
at the 30th.
Okay, good, because that's what I thought, so it's 30th.
Yeah, no, I have it.
Okay, good. All right, I just wanted to confirm that. And so again, we'll have that sorted, by then. Then, new business, I have no new business. Kadian?
No, no.
Mary?
No.
Chase?
No, no, thank
Mary Lou? Okay, no new. Approval of minutes.
It was on the last minute, so.
Any edits to the minutes as written?
Not that I could find.
Okay, then do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the Monday, May 4th, 2026 minutes.
I'll second that.
All right, all those in favor? And I abstain because I wasn't present. And thank you, Chase, for taking care of that meeting. Okay, citizens forum. No citizens, so no forum. All right, so I think now we're going to go into executive session, and from which we will adjourn. Mary, if you could please read.
Okay. I'll make a motion that pursuant to Mass General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 21, subparagraph A, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation, if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the government's bargaining or litigation position, and the chair so declares,
So declared.
and not to reconvene in open session.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Great.
You have to vote individually.
Oh, we individually.